Hello, thank you for joining me. I am Professor Iris Berdrow at Bentley University. I am the lead author on the paper, the Bentley Global Experience Initiative, an application of assessment data towards pedagogical development. I'd like to just give you a brief overview of this paper. So this paper presents in a storyline, but essentially it offers a comprehensive program for supporting faculty and students in running global experiences. We all are familiar with the kinds of experiences, whether it's faculty-led programs or study abroad or other sort of global internships. There's some issues around consistency and faculty comfort in delivering these, in measuring learning outcomes. And so this initiative is a result of those concerns, and I'd like to describe briefly how we got there and what the program looks like. So the storyline is that Bentley began assessing learning outcomes many years ago and has had a fairly robust assessment program. We have always been interested in intercultural effectiveness as a learning outcome and understand that global experience opportunities are one facilitator, hopefully, of those outcomes. I ran a research program and an assessment program for many years that was based on a student-centered focus, which meant that while we were assessing learning outcomes, we were also interested in helping students understand what we wanted them to develop and whether or not they were developing. As a result of that program and the many years of data collection, one of the things that we found was that global experience opportunities show a positive causal influence on global mindset, but not necessarily on the other factors that were included in the instrument of choice, which was the Intercultural Effectiveness Scale, the IES. When an opportunity came up to do something more comprehensive, we jumped on it. So Bentley has been going through a curriculum design initiative for the undergraduate core. And as part of that, I was on a team that submitted a pilot. And the pilot was really geared towards developing one of the global learning outcomes that was important to the university. And that pilot is the global experience. Very briefly, the comprehensive program that is described here offers students 3 components to a 3-credit global experience. The first is a required Culture in Business and Society workshop. They would then take one of 5, perhaps more, global experience opportunities. And you'll see that not all of these require global travel, because we understand that that's not an option, in particular in a COVID world right now. So they could do study abroad, they could take a faculty-led program, they could do a domestic cultural immersion, they could take an international service learning program, or a modern languages course. And then at the end, they would do a program reflection module. Those 3 components together would comprise the 3-credit global experience. In addition to these, we recognized that there were some support elements required. One is that we would have to have global experience coaches for students on study abroad. The second is we would have to run workshops for faculty who were not familiar with running faculty-led programs or other kinds of global experiences. The third is to have a program coordinator for international service learning experience. And the fourth is to have somebody who would actually coordinate and monitor the end of program reflections. So there were some structural elements that were required in addition to the curriculum program that is described. I invite you to read the paper further and happy to answer any questions. Thank you for being here, and thank you for listening.